Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going through my travel makeup bag. I personally love watching these kind of videos. I just like knowing what people are using and what products they choose to take with them. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then please keep watching. So I'm just going to dip into my bag, which I've got just down here. I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to pull out products and tell you why they're in here, how much I love them, and if I would recommend them. So first of all, I've got my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. Now I absolutely adore this product. This comes with me every time that I go travelling, just because it's so compact, and I do have the bronzer and highlighter shade, and both of these work super well for me whether I'm fair or a bit more tanned. So I just absolutely adore this product. It's actually in my project pan at the moment because I've had it so long, and I'm so surprised that I've not hit pan already, especially on the bronzer. But this is a product that I take everywhere with me, so it's no surprise that I've packed it in my travel makeup bag. Then I also have my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. Now this isn't something I would typically take on all travels because it is quite bulky, but for this time I did put it in just because I'm really trying to use up these powder products up the top. So I've made sure that I'm making a conscious effort to use this every single time that I do my makeup, which includes when I travel elsewhere. So that's why this is in here. Then I have my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I love this spray. I did my makeup probably about 8 hours ago at this point, and it still looks, I think, very nice from when I put it on. And I do put it down to putting on this every time I do my makeup. It's my favourite setting spray that I have used. I think it does help with longevity. I think it also helps with me because I have more of a drier skin type to really blend in the makeup to my skin so I don't look like I have too much texture. So I do really love this product. This is the travel size rather than the big one, which I think is perfect for travel, but also it's a bit cheaper, so I do tend to get this one. Then I've got a blusher. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm. Again, I love this product. I think it's so versatile to be my blush or my highlight. I can go in and have quite a blushy look, but I can also sheer it out a lot, and it just gives a really nice sheen to the skin and makes you look really glowy, which is my personal preference. So I absolutely adore this. It also doesn't take up much space, and I do take this with me quite a lot as well. Then I've got my travel size Huda Beauty powder. I have mine in the pink shade, which is Cherry Blossom Cake. I absolutely adore this. I love the size. It's so compact and I can use it when I travel because it doesn't take up much space. I also love the colour. I think it helps blend my blush into my skin much better than any other powder that I've used. I do think if you have a similar skin tone to me, you would really like this powder. If you're maybe darker than a medium skin tone, they have lots of other shades because this might be a bit too brightening under the eye, but I really like this. I especially just love how it makes my under eyes look so flawless. It's the only thing that I've used under my eyes that I don't feel makes it look cakier. This almost just diffuses everything so beautifully. So I absolutely adore this product, and I love the cute little compact size. Then I've got my base product. So I've taken a Complexion Rescue from Bare Minerals. This is just my light coverage base product that I use. I don't tend to use full coverage too often, so this is my go-to that I do use, so that's why I've brought it with me. I do really like this product. The shade match isn't my absolute favourite. I've got 3.5 Cashew. I think it's a bit too peachy for me, but I do really love the finish of this. So it's a really beautiful light coverage base. Then on the other end of the spectrum, I've got my Hourglass concealer. Now this is a lot higher coverage, so I do prefer a lighter base and then a concealer that has more coverage for where I need it, which for me is under my eyes because I do have quite dark under eyes, and this is just such a beautiful concealer. I was a little bit worried initially because I don't tend to do too full coverage just because makeup can look a little bit cakey on my skin, but this just looks beautiful under my eyes, especially when I use the Huda Beauty underneath as well, and those two together are just my absolute favourite. For eyes, I always take a eyeliner. I personally will always do eyeliner in my tight line whenever I do makeup. I just think it looks really nice and it makes my lashes look a lot fuller than they are. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal eyeliner. Mine's absolutely tiny at the moment, so I'm almost finished with this. But I will always take an eyeliner with me for personal preference. I really enjoy it in my tight line. And then I also take a liquid liner just in case I want to do a wing, and the one I'm using at the moment is by Mario. It's really nice. I'm not very fussy with liquid liners like this. Anything that's black and a felt tip is just what I go for. So this is what I'm using at the moment. The mascara that I've got is the Rose Ink mascara. I like this mascara, but it's not my favourite mascara. Again, I'm not too fussy on which mascara I do use, like it does the job, but I have used other mascaras that I think make my lashes look longer or fuller. This one, especially when I first opened it, it was very wet and it did transfer a bit, so I wasn't the biggest fan of it to begin with. But now that it has dried out just a little bit, I do like it, but it's just not my favourite. But I personally don't like to open multiple mascaras at once just because they do go off the quickest of your makeup. So this is just what I'm using at the moment. Then for eyebrows, I always use my ABH brow powder. I use the shade Ebony. I have for many years and I don't see this changing anytime soon. But I will always take this with me because you need to have your brows on when you do your makeup. And then along with that, I just use the ABH Clear Brow Gel. And then just an additional blush. I take a powder blush just because I do like a little bit of option. So along with my Pinkgasm by Charlotte Tilbury, I take a powder as well. Usually I will use both just because I do love wearing blush. But this is also just a slightly different colour, but I think it's so beautiful. It's more cooler toned, which is typically what I do prefer, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I've taken this with me as well. And then for lip products, I will always bring a lip mask. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is absolutely amazing. I think because I have dry skin, I also then have dry lips, so I will use this before I do my makeup, before I go to bed. Anytime I feel like my lips are a little bit dry, I will put this on. Smells amazing, tastes amazing, even though you're not meant to eat it. But I think this is gorgeous, and although it is quite expensive at £20, you do get a lot of it. So this lasts all year for me. And then for makeup lip products, I will take my lip liner. I've got the shade Neutra by 1999. I love this colour just for pretty much any lip that I do. It's slightly darker than my natural lip colour, so I find it's really good for definition, but it also doesn't look too heavy, like I'm wearing too much. So if I want a nude, I can use this, or if I want a red like I'm wearing today, I can also use this. So it's just an all-round great lip pencil for me. And then I take two lip products just for options. So the first one is a nudie pink. That's what I tend to wear most of the time. So I've got my Rimmel by Kate number 8 lipstick, which is in my product pan, which is why it's so small at the moment. But if I want to wear a nude lip, then I will pick up this. It's just a really lovely natural looking nudie pink that I tend to gravitate towards quite a lot. And then if I do fancy anything different, like today, I always bring a red or another bold colour just in case I'm not feeling the nude colours. So what I've brought today is my MAC in Chili. This is just a really lovely warm toned brick red. I personally like to dot it on and use it more of a stain rather than full pigment, but that's just my preference. And I do really love the MAC lipsticks. They smell amazing. They have so many shades and so many types of finish that you'll always find something that you love. So that was all of the makeup in my travel makeup bag. I would love to know what products you can't live without and you will always put in your travel makeup bag. And if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next video.